Gather around, llamas. It's time for another video. What is the theory of relativity? And can it relate to time travel? Let's say that you and me are on opposite sides of a bus. The bus is going straight east 50 miles per hour on the equator. Let's also say that we're throwing a ball to each other and can throw it at 10 miles per hour. If you're throwing the ball to me, then we both see it to be going 10 miles per hour. However, if a person outside the bus was watching, then they would perceive the ball to be going 40 miles per hour because of the speed of the bus minus the speed of the ball. But if I were to throw the ball to you, we would see the ball going 10 miles per hour, while the person outside the bus would perceive it to be going 60 miles per hour because of the speed of the bus plus the speed of the ball. If somebody in a stationary spaceship watched me throw the ball to you from space, then they would perceive the ball to be going 1060 miles per hour because of the speed of the ball plus the speed of the car plus the speed of the Earth's spin at the equator. This is the concept that movement is relative to the things around you. Relative to the bus, the ball is going 10 miles per hour. Relative to Earth, it's going 60 miles per hour. And relative to a stationary position in outer space, it's going 1060 miles per hour. What if the bus turned on its headlights? Would the light from the headlights be going the speed of light plus 50 miles per hour? No. Everyone, no matter their position or trajectory, perceives light to be going exactly the same speed, 299,792,458 meters per second, also known as light speed or 1.0 c. Movement is relative unless you're talking about light. Light always goes the speed of light relative to anything. Could we possibly use this to time travel? Why not try? The Ned, Ted, Fred, and Joe analogy. On the top of this grid, you can see certain segments that are numbered 1 through 8. Let's pretend each one is the distance light can travel in a second, or a light second. Let's say that Ned, Ted, Fred, and Joe are going to race each other, and whoever is furthest after 4 seconds wins. Ned's spaceship will go 0 times the speed of light, so he will remain stationary. Ted will go half the speed of light, Fred will go exactly the speed of light, and Joe will go twice the speed of light. I'm going to count down from 5 to start the race. 5, 4, what's that? A spaceship that looks just like Joe's has arrived at the 8 light second mark. I guess we should just continue the race as planned. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's look at Fred's spaceship first. When the race started, Fred accelerated forward at the speed of light, so at the end of 4-second race, he was at the 4 light second mark. Next, let's look at Ted. The moment the race started, he flew into space at half the speed of light, so after 4 seconds, he was at the 2 light second mark. Ned's spaceship didn't move at all, so he stayed at the 0 light second mark. When the race started, Joe's spaceship accelerated, well, somewhere to the 8 light second mark. Nothing too crazy, right? Well, let's say that the moment the race started, all the racers turned on their headlights. It would look like this after 4 seconds. When Ned looks in front of him, he sees 1, 2, 3, 4 light seconds worth of light. He also perceived 4 seconds because the race was 4 seconds long. Ted sees 1, 2 light seconds of light in front of him. Remember, everyone perceives light to be going the same speed, no matter of how fast they're going. Because of that, Ted thinks the light has only been traveling for 2 seconds ahead of him. Ted doesn't see the light going half the speed of light in relation to him. He sees it going light speed because everyone perceives light to be going the same speed. So if the light has only traveled for 2 seconds in front of him, and he perceives it to be going exactly the speed of light, the only other thing that could change is the amount of time perceived by Ted, which in this case is 2 seconds. Ted only perceived 2 seconds in a 4-second race. To Fred, the light hasn't traveled at all in front of him, so supposedly, he perceives that no time has passed. It was as if he got in a spaceship and immediately appeared at the 4 light second mark. If he perceived the light from his headlights to be going the speed of light, if that light is going the same speed as him, he will not perceive any time at all. This is where it gets extra weird. Joe sees 1, 2, 3, 4 light seconds worth of light behind him. Theoretically, this means Joe has experienced -4 seconds and traveled to the 8 light second mark 4 seconds before the race even started. No one has the slightest clue what Joe experienced on that ship, but at least he won the race. Why do we not feel time slowing down for us when we move? As discussed earlier with the bus analogy, movement is relative to the things around you. So, if you are moving, you don't notice you are moving through time, because everything around you that is going through the same speed is moving through time at the same rate. So if you and me are on a moving bus, time is not speeding up relative to the bus. Just like movement is relative, time is as well. So if you're going half the speed of light, it would just feel like time is running at normal speed. Why don't others notice you time travel when you move? When you are moving in a bus going 50 miles per hour, the change in time is so minute, see what I did there, that is for the most part unnoticeable to the naked eye. However, there have been a few instances otherwise, such as clocks in space stations and satellites that are sent back to Earth have been found to be around 2 minutes late per year that they were up there. This is because space stations go a lot faster than people on Earth do. Time is a variable, fluctuating, confusing part of the cosmos that is only what we perceive it to be. Thanks for watching. Fun fact, this video is actually a remake of a video I made in August 2020. It was actually the first video I made, but not the first I uploaded. The Ned, Ted, Fred, and Joe analogy and the quote at the end was created by yours truly and is original to Llamatown. The link to the original video will be in the description. Watch it and you will understand why I remade it. Have a Llamaful day.